boy JTMM, aka just 10 more minutes, aka the freaking 10. Back again with another reaction video. And as I said in Monday's video, before just jumping right into another concert, I kind of wanted to break it up. So I wanted to mix it up with a little bit of collabs that Ginger has done. And this one is with Lions at the Gate called Find My Way. And so people had pointed this out. Hey, there's some cool collabs out there. So I did the one that they did the cover with Nirvana with Suicide Silence. And so I wanted to cover this one and then get into a charismatic voice with Tatiana, which I'm very excited to get to. But this one seems really cool because as I started kind of looking at the first image that came up in the thumbnail, it was like Tatiana, and it was just this kind of dark scene. So I was like, hey, this looks really, really cool. So what do you say we get into it? The only thing let's try that again in English. There's only one thing left to do. Let's switch it up, check it out. Okay, so interesting thing. Because I'm sitting here and I'm watching, and I know nothing about these guys. Obviously, with it featuring Tatiana, I expected something hardcore. But the piano at the beginning, I really like the elegance of it. But then there was this pause, and then it went into the hardcore. Where my brain jumps to is there could have been a middle transition of maybe an introduction behind it leading into it, and not just a boom, there it is, because then it makes it hard for the two to connect. All in my brain, and not everybody else's, right? But just in my brain, when you have a piano sequence like that that's very soft, and then you stop and you go into hard, well, then it's hard to combine the two in the sense of making them work together. And so that's just a little disjointing. Now, love the voice. And why, even though the screaming is not necessarily my thing, and I call it scream growl for those new to the channel, similar to what I've seen with Halo Effect is they do the harmonizations to where it's not just a straight scream or growl, which then adds layers of depth to it, which takes away from it just being screaming for the sake of screaming. Also, the lyrics are really cool. It's like I'm watching a disaster on the TV screen. It's like I'm living a dream. I fracture. Like it's 1,000 degrees, I'm a product of my suffering. Will I ever find my salvation, or did I break all my foundation? Distraction is all that I need from the fact that I'm an effing disease. And when you talk about just finding my way, right, with the name of the song, it means if you don't know what your way is, you're lost. And these lyrics match that to perfection, right? It's like I'm watching a disaster on a TV screen. So think about that in your personal lives, right? When you felt like you've lost your way. Sometimes if you take a look back, it truly is like you're replaying what's going on in your life, but as if you're watching it on TV sometimes. And it's like I'm living a dream. I fracture like 1,000 degrees. I'm a product of my suffering. Will I ever find my salvation? Or did I break all my foundation? Distraction is all that I need from the fact that I'm an effing disease. Very interesting lyrics. I like it. Except for that little piano part, I love it. The melody is really good. So let's see where it goes. I'm dying just to feel anything at all. Good voice too. Will I ever heal or find my way home? Cover me in dirt. I wanna be alone. I hope that in the end I'll find my way. You know I'm going off the rails like a freight train. On the way to my emotional ground. Breaking house, nothing can save me, but I will climb my way out of the sound. Will I ever overcome my weakness? Can I ever find forgiveness? I'm moving under the surface, but never finding a purpose. Okay. Fan freaking tabulous. Now we all know Tatiana's the queen, right? Or one of many, right? Because genres have queens. That's the perfect mixes of voices. Now I'll start. His voice is actually really good. His normal voice is really good. So I really like that transition. And the transition, again, for those new, when I look at new songs and new bands, it's how do they transition from chorus to verse to chorus, and does it make sense? And that's why I was so particular about that opening piano to the first verse. I really dig his voice, so I'm gonna have to remember this band. So he comes in and he's singing, I'm dying just to feel anything at all. Will I ever heal or find my way home? Cover me in dirt. I want to be alone. I hope in the end I find my way. And then Tatiana comes in and she looks amazing. Like they did a really good job with the makeup, the lighting, all of it that just makes her look amazing. And she always does. But if you notice in a lot of her videos, right, that she'll go elegant, or she'll just go normal clothing, or any type of outfit. But this one, I don't know. There's something about it that really, really works. And I think it has to do with more just the lighting and the presentation along with the song that just really, really fits. The whole video just really fits. And she comes in and says, and now I'm going off the rails like a freight train on the way to my own version of hell. Breaking out, nothing can save me, but I will climb my way out of this hell. And going back to, if you go back to the main chorus of I'm dying just to feel anything at all, will I ever heal? I find my way home, cover me in dirt. I want to be alone, I hope in the end I find my way. And you go back to the beginning of watching yourself being in that rut, being lost, and just dying to feel anything at all. And then usually you're going to hit rock bottom, right? And now I'm going off the rails like a freight train on the way to on the way to my own version of hell. Breaking out, nothing can save me, but I will climb my way out of this hell, and realizing you've got to change. So let's see where it goes with this. I love this. I'm dying just to feel anything at all. I love her voice. Wow. I was not expecting that. That's a 10. That is a 10 if I have ever heard one. Wow. Am I going to have to actually play this? I might actually have to. If I can find this very quickly, and I may not. I mean, this tells you I don't do editing. My mind is truly blown right now. I was not expecting that. Man, I don't, well, actually I might see it. Let's see if this works. It may not. We will see. It's on! It's on! It's on! It's on! It's on! It's a fucking 10! That's what this song is. I want to have a little graphic put together with some Kevin Fetty and stuff that I play whenever that comes in. But yes, I actually had all that created. I worked with the guys to put that together. It's just something fun to do whenever we found a song that to me is just a 10. And this is from the lyrics to the melody, the way they do their switches. The video itself was fantastic. Seeing them going face to face, right? With all of it. And then the lyrics themselves, let me pull those back up here. It wasn't anything new, right? It was, will I ever conquer my weakness? Can I ever find forgiveness? I'm going under the surface, but never finding a purpose. So nice little rhyme scheme. I'm dying just to feel anything at all. Will I ever heal or find my way? Just cover me in dirt. I want to be alone. I hope that in the end, I just find my way home. And then they went back and forth with those in the lyrics as they were singing. The play off of each other of, you know, kind of the band in the background and then face to face. And then switching with those the lyrics and the chorus where he was singing, she was singing in their true, you know, singing voices. That was perfect. But Lions at the Gate themselves, just his voice alone is great, right? And the lyrics themselves are great. Those are great lyrics. Again, if you're new and you're coming in as a Lions at the Gate fan, I judge things by chorus to verse, transitions, verse to chorus. And then as well with that, I look at the lyrics and is it something you could speak at a spoken word open mic night, right? And if you could read these out loud, would it have an impact on the people sitting there? And these are, right? Just the words alone, when you're talking about at the beginning and looking at yourself, you know, through a TV and feeling yourself continuing down this path of being lost. And then saying, you know what, I see this. I'm going to climb my way out of this hell. You know, will I ever conquer my weakness? Can I ever find forgiveness? I'm going under the surface, but never finding a purpose. And then, you know, well, you know, wanting to feel something. Wow. That's a 10. That is a 10, 10, 10. And I hope you know, I know that what I played, the little effing 10 thing was just, you know, it's silly and funny, but it's kind of the goofiness, but at the same time, it's just, it's a way that just to say it's a 10, because that's exactly what that was. Anyway, that being said, let me switch it up, give you my final thoughts. You know, going into this, anytime I've heard, you know, of featuring this singer, it's kind of a hit or miss. You know, I listened to Converge and Blood Mood featuring Chelsea Wolfe. And that one, you know, featured her quite a bit, and her part was great. But it just it felt very disconnected with the rest of it. you know, the warning featuring with Alyssa Akari and the warning, you know, blended really well, even though they weren't physically together. And I think that part kind of took away maybe just a little bit, but understanding the background, you know, made it not that big of a deal. But this with them face to face, two artists like that that can sing like that and do the kind of the scream and the growl. Yeah, this was awesome. The subscriber that posted this and requested this or put that out there, great. This is exactly why I love doing this. People point me to new stuff I've never heard. And now I want to hear more of Lions at the Gate. So if you're a fan of them, let me know. I really like his voice with the way they did the harmonies. Similar to Halo Effect, where they just kind of multi-layered it to where it just wasn't a scream for the sake of screaming. Really good. And his singing voice is phenomenal. So you've got to appreciate that as well. Anyway, with that being said, let's get some shameless plugs in there. If you like that video, hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know some other Lions at the Gate songs you may want me to react to, and I'll be glad to do so. And as always, if you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. You know, so it's a true fact. If you know, most YouTubers, you'll always say when they're giving their subscribe spiel of X percentage are not subscribers. 90% of my viewers are actually not subscribers. So that across all these channels, when these YouTubers say it, it's actually true. So, you know, please just hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to do and it costs you nothing. So, and you don't have to hit all the notifications and all that. That crap gets annoying. Trust me, I'm a YouTube viewer as well. That stuff gets annoying. But just hit the subscribe button. I release content consistently, so you'll always get new content now every day except the weekends. But, you know, let's keep growing this community together. Just coming together on music like this that's phenomenal and seeing where this takes us. Anyway, until then, my friends, always remember, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for 1, don't ask for 2, and certainly don't ask for 5. Someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. I'm JTMM. I'll see you next time. I'm out.